Welcome back. It's the Board to Sport hotline of the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. Bob Pompeani, Ron Cook. In advance, we'd like to wish all of you a very happy holiday season as we get toward that. But we have a lot more work to do over the weekend. And by the way, Pitt played tonight, and they impressively beat the New Orleans Privateers 99-57. So they're 9-3. They have 8 days off. I want to get Ron's opinion of what happened last night. Keith Dambrot, in a game that was tied with Penn State 67-67. There was a call that could have been, in my opinion, should have been a no call, but they called a blocking foul. So, you know, they go to the line and he immediately gets all upset and they call a T. Then they call a second T. By the time it was over, Penn State had 6 foul shots. Listen, I understand Dambrot was upset, but I think at this point of the game, considering it was in the balance, officials don't need to tee guys up that quickly, and it changed the entire game.
Yeah. I mean, he's got to take responsibility, though, there. And I'm a big Dambrot fan. I think he's actually made Duquesne on the brink of being relevant again after being irrelevant for decades. I like his enthusiasm, but the game is tied at that point. 5.2 seconds left. Their guy makes 2 free throws. You still get the ball with 5.2 seconds left. As soon as he took that technical and then the second one, he gave his team no chance to win. And I understand it's got to be brutally frustrating when you think that your team really got the bad end of a call. But you got to keep your composure there. And I guess he said he was sorry for his team. They said he was just defending us. It was just an unfortunate situation all the way around.
Was it a really good game? That's the good part about that. Calvin in Clearfield is up right now. Hey, Calvin, how are you?
Hi, Bob. How are you?
We're good. Thanks, Calvin.
What happened to some of the Steelers if they make the Pro Bowl? There were some people that did not make it in, like Big Ben. I think Ryan Switzer was not voted in, and Stephon Tuitt, and
well, Juju Smith-Schuster, I would say, and T.J. Watt to me had the most legitimate gripes.
But you can't put everybody in. You just can't.
And you know what? They both may end up getting in anyway.
Yeah, they will, because guys back out of it. You know what? It's nice to be voted in. Every player wants that honor. I don't know how many actually want to go to the game. I thought I saw something the other day that Brady's made 15 in a row and has played in 3. If I'm not mistaken.
That's not
and
surprising.
Some of those because they've gone to the Super Bowl, but it's such a cheap down, watered down thing to be called a Pro Bowler, because 5 guys back out, 5 more go in, and they're all considered Pro Bowlers. The one that really matters is the All-Pro first team. That's what matters. There's only one player at every position, and that's what they all want.
So let me ask you this about the kicking situation. We saw Chris Boswell last week, atone for a miss, which was a bad miss, with a 48-yarder. So he still has work to do, but they're going up against a team that has Will Lutz, 27 of 28 this year in field goals. Ed Bouchette was on our air today, made a very interesting point about Boswell, because they have a $2 million bonus that will come due in March. These next several games not only impact what they do in the postseason potentially, but also what they do with Chris Boswell. Because if he's fine, they may not bring anyone else, pick up the $2 million, and that's that. But if he struggles, they're going to have to make a decision. Do you pick up the $2 million just to get him at training camp and bring in another kicker? What do you do?
Well, I mean, I have no confidence in the guy right now, and I know he made the 48-yarder, but he also missed from 32 by a mile. I mean, it was so far right, you couldn't even see it on the screen. I think he's cost them a couple games this year, and I think the only reason he's still here is because he has that big contract that has some salary cap implications down the road. Plus, he was tremendous last year. I said he's cost him a couple games this year. He won a couple games for him last year by kicking under the most extreme pressure. But he hasn't done it this year, and I truly think that if he doesn't have that contract, he wouldn't be here right now.
Let's go to Ed in Castle Shannon. Hello, Ed. How are you?
Oh, good, Bob. How you doing?
We're good, thanks.
Good. Hey, the Steelers are getting 6 points against New Orleans. I'll tell you what, I'll take the Steelers even, and I'll bet you and Ron Cook a dinner at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse.
So you want us to take, what do you want? You want us to take New Orleans and give you points?
No, he's taking the Steelers even up, he said.
Oh, even up? Is that what you said?
Yeah, and he'll buy us dinner.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Bob always buys me dinner already anyway. He can afford it.
Let me tell you this. I still believe the Steelers have a good chance to go down there. I think, obviously, they're very good at home, but they have a little cushion. They can still lose this game and then beat Carolina, which will not play Cam Newton in the final home game, and they still will get the #1 seed. So they're coming off a Monday night game, which is significant, on the road. They've played away. They've had a lot of travel. Ron, I don't know. It seems to me like it's going to be a very competitive game in my view.
Well, I hope it is. I just don't like their chances down there. I mean, New Orleans hasn't lost at home all year, and they'd love to be able to play who they want in that last game, have that #1 seed clinched. It's important that you get that. Then they have home field throughout the playoffs. I think it's going to be a huge challenge for the Steelers, and I don't know that they're going to be up to it on the road. At home, I'd like their chances.
All right, we're due for a break. We'll take it and come back right here on Pittsburgh CW.